turning your back to your team, walking away from the active plays going on, walking away from the actual basketball action. Yeah, Camila Cardoso is not a happy camper over there in Chicago, and I don't blame her. Again, this is another year of the same.
Have you ever seen a colleague sacrifice mid-aim? Because Camila Cardoso done just that. She didn't shout. She didn't act out. She just gave Angel Reese a quick glance, shook her head, and left the performance with the attitude, "I'm done." And to be honest, she may be. This has nothing to do with a backroom feud. This took place in front of fans and cameras on the court. There is no longer any trust. The chemistry was cooked. As if it were a highlight reel, Reese is still out there spinning into traffic and making layups. It's becoming awkward. We were expecting a dominant frontcourt tandem, but instead we got a complete mess. The goal is to win. The other seems to be performing for TikTok. This is much more complex than a poor game, so stay put. The Reese experiment in Chicago may come to an end.
That's the frustration oozing out of Camila Cardoso. She gets a switch, Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. We can't get an entry pass.
Chicago Sky suffered a difficult defeat against the Phoenix Mercury, losing 94-89. However, it wasn't the score that was really noteworthy. Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso were quiet throughout their exchange. The ball was called for by Reese. Cardoso turned away after taking a glance. No pass. Nothing to say. Just a chilly look. Everything was stated in that instant. Do you recall the excitement when Sky selected both? Supporters anticipated a strong frontcourt. It seems strange now, however. Is there a breakdown in the chemistry? Please share your ideas in the comments below. Additionally, remember to press the bell, like and subscribe.
Thank you.
In actuality, it never quite clicked. Angel Reese missed 7 layups near the rim against the Sparks. That destroys momentum in addition to hurting the score. Cardoso stops rolling to the basket, spacing compresses, and the offense slows. The Liberty game followed, with 4 layups missed in 15 seconds. It quickly went viral. Even the Liberty players were astonished. Even if Reese only ended with 2 points and 12 rebounds, it's difficult to call it a victory when half of those points came from missed baskets. Now the issue is, can she recover before the Sky loses patience?
Reese had one of these double-doubles that doesn't translate to victories.
Let's be honest. Would you continue to send the ball to your teammate the following time down? Or would you start searching elsewhere if they missed 4 consecutive layups in a single play while you were on the court? Let's really dissect it now. Only 8 of Angel Reese's 37 career WNBA games have seen her shoot over 50%. Not simply a post player would suffer from it. That is not acceptable. In the Sparks game, her plus-minus was -3. She went 2 for 6 from the free throw line and 0 for 8 from the field despite having 12 points and 13 rebounds. 5 errors and 1 help. This is not a rookie error by a player.
Reese can't shoot. In 37 career games, she has made 50% or higher from the field in only 8 damn games? Are you kidding?
This is a trend that is becoming stale. A player who suffers with shot selection, passing, and scoring effectively cannot be the foundation of a contemporary offense, particularly in a league where accuracy, pace, and space are more important than ever. Let's discuss how everyone else is impacted by her style. Now, defenses fall away from her. She generally shoots a brick when they challenge her to do so. She spins in a predictable manner. She posts in a hurry. She lost the ability to attract double teams. Defenders are able to cheat into passing lanes as a result. The shooters are unable to open. Due to a mistake with space, Cardoso is boxed out by her own colleague half the time. Reese isn't the only one having difficulties. It's because her whole strategy makes it more difficult for other people to succeed. We were promised a franchise piece, a celebrity, and someone who would transform society. What have we got? A player that drags the whole locker room and is unable to finish at the rim. When playing games, look around. The players remain silent. There is tension on the bench. The movement of the ball stops. Everyone on the squad seemed to be treading very carefully. Therefore, Cardoso's decision to not pass Reese was not petty. that demonstrated leadership was a communication. You're not trustworthy enough to make the appropriate move. Furthermore, Reese didn't support her. She made another crazy layup try later in the same game. Not found. Once again, Cardoso was exposed. Nothing. Behind-the-scenes turmoil is over. It's in real time. In public view. It permeates the whole building. Take a break. Zooming in is done by cameras. Reese attempts to speak. Even Cardoso doesn't blink. Looks away. Keeps the coach in mind. It was evident in her eyes. I've had enough of acting. It is not only a horrible moment. That fracture may not heal. This is what people overlook. Cardoso is an intelligent athlete. She has a veteran's perspective on the court. She is aware of rhythm, timing, and ball movement. Drama is not her thing. Her goal is to succeed. And Angel Reese is now making that more difficult. Social media was first enamored by Angel Reese. She was everywhere, earning headlines for her interviews, confidence, and on-court vigor, and she was trending on the internet. She was seen as the player of the future because of her hustle, attitude, and passion. Everyone wanted her to prevail. But now, well, the world is awful. Very ugly. The same sites that once gave her a boost have now become highlight reels of her difficulties. Millions of people are watching videos of her missed layups, but not because they are applauding. They're looking on in shock. As a joke, they're sharing it. She has turned into a meme. Comment sections are cruel. Fans are tired of sarcasm has replaced the previous tone of support. For example, yeah, she got 17 rebounds, but did she score? Is being written. Or, she's patting her rebound stats off her own bricks. It is now mocking rather than just criticism. Additionally, it's difficult to turn social media back on once it's turned on. Each failed shot is enlarged. Every error turns into a hot subject. If players aren't suited for that type of pressure, it wrecks them. Reese may not know how to get out of the storm she helped build, but she is now ensnared in it. Fans are not the only ones who notice it. Even the teammates sense it. And throughout the game, you can really see it on their faces. After another blown possession, the sighs, lengthy looks, and the head shakes. Every defensive lap, every careless turnover, every missed layup. It erodes the team's confidence and enthusiasm in addition to hurting the box score. You sense it in the atmosphere. She's trying all she can to keep it in check, Cardoso dude. Her efforts to maintain concentration are evident as she sets screens, cheers on her teammates, boxes out, and keeps the hustle going. But when the person next to you consistently makes the same errors, how long can you continue to do everything correctly? How often can you bear someone else's burden before it becomes too much for you to handle? Even the most resilient colleague eventually becomes weary of carrying the burden. And it seems like Cardoso is at that tipping point right now. Off the court, Angel Reese is undoubtedly a huge star. She's all over TikTok, making waves in brand ads, sitting courtside at NBA events, receiving rap shout-outs, and giving interviews as if she were already inducted into the Hall of Fame. Everywhere she goes, the spotlight follows her since she is a media phenomenon. The fact is, however, that basketball isn't played on Instagram. Filters and likes don't help you win games. On the hardwood, you win games. And that's where the collapse is occurring. The number of followers you have has no bearing on the game footage. It reveals the reality. The plays when you force it even if your teammates are open, the missed layups, and the failed defensive rotations. One expert got it just right. She's the trailer for a big-budget picture, but the real thing didn't do well at the box office when fans came to see it. The performance just cannot match up with the huge hype. Even Lisa Leslie jumped in. One of the most esteemed voices in women's basketball, a legend and Hall of Famer. She also didn't mince words. With a direct gaze, she told Angel Reese, "We're going to fix your layups. The one thing preventing you from moving forward is that. It can be fixed."
In my season 2, what's some advice that you would give for me?
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period. Like, we're going to fix that.
Yeah.
Leslie wasn't attempting to undermine her. She really provided Reese with a lot of props. Her hustle was commended. She commended the progress in her defense. Even the amount of heart Reese plays with was something she brought up. However, she also maintained her integrity, as professionals do. "Look," Lisa remarked, If you can't complete around the rim, then none of it counts. That's where you can win or lose the game.
Handling's good. Your defense is improved. Like the fact that you be snatching that ball from them girls, I'll be cracking up like, oh, she got another one. Like, I love the fact that you are like putting so much pressure on them defensively and just the idea that you want to get better. Like, I love that. And again, I didn't know you well, just talking to you and just giving you like some love, but then hearing you like, yes, I want to learn. I want to work hard. I want to be.
Angel Reese had a difficult time on national television Thursday night as he missed 4 layups in 15 seconds. She is talented and driven, but she is starting to struggle with finishing at the rim. The Chicago Sky must now decide whether to stick with the Reese Cardoso combination or switch things up. This is about effort, camaraderie, and trust, not simply missed shots. Will Reese recover, or should we move on? Tell us in the comments section. For more, press the bell, like and subscribe.